Hello, welcome to Crypto News. Today is July 8th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. And we'll start today's episode with Elon Musk, who confirms that the American Party will adopt Bitcoin. Fiat is desperate, so yes, Elon replied to a user on X who asked if the new party will adopt Bitcoin, as you can see from this screenshot. So, according to Mr. Elon, his own party will adopt Bitcoin. Moving on, let's say that Mr. Trump didn't like this and used harsh language against Elon. We can say, as he said, the President of the United States stated that he was sorry to see Elon Musk completely go off the rails and basically sink over the past 5 weeks. Let's say that this is not the only statement from the President. On Truth Social, he wrote a rather long article about the whole situation with Mr. Elon. Now, moving on from the political streets of the United States, we will go to Solana, which is seeing a huge increase in tokenized stock. Let's say that stock tokenization reached $48.53 million on July 4th on Solana, tripling the $15.28 million it had on June 20th. And let's say that this can increase even more. If we look at our statistics, we will see that in the stock section, the biggest piece of the pie is Algorand, as it has $294 million. Next is XRP with $55, Solana with $47, Kronos with $14, Ethereum with $6, and Avalanche with almost $2. And let's say now that if we look at the on-chain data, we will see that Algorand has only one tokenized stock, which is worth that much money. But if we look a little more closely at Solana, we will see that in Solana and its network, there are many stocks that only support Solana and no other network. So if the value of the tokenized stock with token increases even more, we can see further growth in the Solana network. Moving on from tokenized stocks, we will also go to companies that usually buy Bitcoin. Today we will go to Semler Scientific, from which we learned that it bought 187 BTC for $20 million, while Metaplanet bought 2,205 BTC for $239 million. And while these companies are buying Bitcoin, another company, Bit Digital, decided to sell the 280 Bitcoin it had and transfer them to Ethereum. That's how it made this change to its wallet. Before we move on to our thoughts, we will mention something quite interesting that Mr. Jack Dorsey, who is the co-founder of Twitter and now the CEO of Block, has announced that he has released the beta version of a new decentralized peer-to-peer messaging service that works entirely over Bluetooth. So now, if you want to send Bitcoin and be 100% anonymous and no one knows what you've done, you can use this new service from Mr. Jack Dorsey, which seems to have all the anonymity features we like. The code, of course, will be in the description along with the white paper for researchers if you want. And now we'll move on to our thoughts. We'll start with TON, which says that Golden Visa is being developed independently. Specifically, TON has stated that it is in the early stages of development with a licensed partner to explore creating a Golden Visa in the United Arab Emirates. And according to their statements, they say that to clarify, no official Golden Visa program has been launched in collaboration with the government of the United Arab Emirates, nor has there been any government approval of TON. However, as we know from previous episodes, they happily said on the same page you see in front of you, give us $100,000 and you will get a Golden Visa. Now all of that has been removed, and in its place has come this nice text explaining the situation. And let's say that TON is looking for a VP of marketing after the potato with Golden Visa. Continuing our thoughts, we will go to Ethereum, which, as is the case with Bitcoin, has some coins that wake up after years. An Ethereum OG address, which transferred $2.2 million worth of Genesis coins. The first coins ever issued on Ethereum, to put it simply. These were transferred after 10 years. The address received the Ethereum coins when they were worth less than 50 cents per coin. The address contains 900 Ethereum, and we're slowly seeing some very old Ethereum addresses waking up. And for the latest news of the day, let's go to Injective, which is seeing its highest activity since 2023. Let's say that daily active addresses increased by 1,700% in 2025, reaching 81,000, the highest level since December 2023, according to our data. Let's also say that this increase in addresses coincided with the upgrade to Navara, as well as Injective's release of an Ethereum virtual machine, allowing applications powered by Ethereum to be registered. And here's our data, which, as you can see, excluding 2023, shows that we're at a 3-year high for the Injective network in terms of active addresses, indicating that some people are using the network a lot. And now let's move on to our favorite cryptocurrency market, where Bitcoin is trading at $107,000. Though the price is a bit sad because Mr. Trump has once again announced tariffs. In a White House letter to his counterparts in Japan and South Korea, Trump imposed 25% tariffs on goods from those two countries, effective August 1st. In addition, Trump published more letters on Truth Social, with tariffs of 25% on Kazakhstan and Malaysia, 30% on South Africa, and 40% on Myanmar and Laos. He also threatened additional tariffs on countries that align with his BRICS policy, which is actually a group of countries including Brazil, India, China, and Russia. In addition, more letters will be sent to countries we don't know about yet. So because of the tariffs that Mr. Trump reintroduced, the cryptocurrency market and traditional markets are somewhat numb. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is July 8th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone, and have a good day.